Hello students, you are seeing that what a mess I have created on my table. Things are just lying here and there. But don't worry, I'm going to clear this mess and will arrange these items in an orderly way. Yes, it will take some time, but I will definitely do it. So, first, here are some sheets. Here are some books. And here are some cups. I put them collectively here. Beaker and flask should be here. Pen, bowl, and this bottle can be placed here. Now, if you have been carefully observing me, then can you tell me why I have placed these materials into different groups? As I have placed pen, bowl, and bottle together. But you can see that all these objects have different shapes, colors, and uses. So, what is the common thing among all these three items? Now, if you ask a layman, then he might say that all these items are completely different from each other. So, nothing is common among them. But as you are studying science, you can easily make out the reason that all these three items are placed together. Because they are all made up of same kind of material, that is plastic. Similarly, beaker and flask are made up of glass. That's why they are placed together. And sheets, books, and cups are placed together because they are made up of paper. So, on what basis I have done this sorting of materials? Yes, in this activity, sorting is done on the basis of the materials that they are made up of. Now, this is a very simple example of sorting the materials. But I'm sure that we usually do sorting of all kinds of things in our day-to-day life. As you might have noticed that in parks and other places, green and blue color dustbins are placed. Now, can you tell me why they are of different colors? Come on, students, you all know it. Yes, in green dustbin, we dispose of our biodegradable waste, such as paper cups, vegetable waste, fruit peels, etc. And what are biodegradable waste? Well, the waste which breaks down or decays naturally by the action of microorganisms without harming our environment is known as biodegradable waste. For example, food materials, kitchen waste, agriculture waste, etc. are biodegradable waste. Now, let us understand more about biodegradable waste by taking a simple example. So, here I have a paper and it is made from a natural substance called as wood pulp. Now, when it is of no use to us, then we dump it in the green dustbin. And once it is disposed of, then after some period of time, it gets decomposed by the microorganisms. And finally, it becomes a part of the soil, which improves the fertility of the soil, thus helping in the growth of plants. So, in this way, biodegradable waste are eco-friendly in nature, as it does not harm our environment. Now, in blue color dustbin, we dump our non-biodegradable waste, such as plastic bags, metallic cans, toffee wrappers, etc. And what are non-biodegradable waste? Well, they are the kind of waste which cannot be broken down into simpler substances by the action of microorganisms. As for example, plastic is made from organic products such as natural gas and crude oil. And plastic, after being used and disposed of, cannot be broken down into simpler substances. And also, we cannot get natural gas or crude oil back from the plastic. So, non-biodegradable waste are not eco-friendly, and that's why we should reduce its consumption or should be used efficiently. Now, here I would like to add that there are certain non-biodegradable waste which can be recycled. And what is recycling? Well, the process by which waste materials can be reused to form new products is known as recycling. For example, if we take iron scraps, then it can be melted to form material of required shapes such as iron rod, iron sheets, etc. So, the waste which can be recycled are known as recyclable waste. Now, can you give me some examples of non-biodegradable waste that can be recycled? Yes, waste plastic items, metal scraps, glass items, etc. are such type of waste that can be recycled. So, in this way, sorting for proper disposal of waste materials is carried out. Now, if you have understood the concept of sorting, let me have a simple question for you. So, here we have fruit and vegetable peels, eggshells, used tea leaves, used plastic containers, metallic cans, aluminium foil. Now just carefully observe these items for a moment. Now, the question is, will you be able to sort these items in different groups? Well, first group will be biodegradable waste, which includes fruit and vegetable peels, eggshells, and used tea leaves. And in which dustbin will you dump such kind of waste? Yes, we will dump such waste in green color dustbin, as these waste can be degraded naturally. While the other group will be non-biodegradable waste, which includes used plastic containers, metallic cans, and aluminium foil. And we will dump them in blue color dustbin, as they cannot be degraded naturally. So, till now, we have discussed a lot about sorting of materials into groups. And I think you all have understood what is sorting all about. where sorting is to arrange the items systematically in groups on the basis of some common characteristic property. And why it is done? Or I should ask, what is the need of sorting materials into groups? Well, we group materials for our convenience, as dividing materials in groups makes it convenient for us to study their properties and also observe any patterns in their properties. So, grouping helps us in gaining systematic knowledge of things. It also gives a general idea about all members of a group and the differences between members of different groups. And sorting of materials also helps us to locate the items easily, as you must have observed that at home, we usually store things in such a manner that similar objects are placed together. We keep all the spices required for cooking food at one location in the kitchen and the utensils at other location. And a shopkeeper usually keeps all type of biscuits at one location of his shop, all soaps, shampoos, etc. at other location, while grains and pulses are stored at some other place, thus making it easier for him to locate the different items. So that's all for this module, and with this I end this module. And in our next module, we will discuss about different properties of materials on the basis of which sorting is done.